I'm Brandon Lang, and this is your Wednesday edition of My Two Cents. And we'll get to your complimentary winner in just a moment. We're going to break down Northwestern and Butler. We'll have it all for you in just a moment. Speaking of having it all, boy, I had it all on Monday night with 40 dime winner number 9 of the last 10 with the Giants. Getting it done for the Bengals, but last night we couldn't deliver 40 dimer number 2 in a row as the Ohio Bobcats come up short on the road at Central Michigan. So tonight, we drop her down to a 30 dimer on Northern Illinois going into Eastern Michigan as we look to continue to right this thing, make it 2 out of 3, my last 3 selections, and keep this thing building towards the weekend. A simple 30 dimer on this Wednesday card in the Wacky Mac. Let's get her done. Complimentary winner in a moment. My 2 cents. So I was flicking around the internet, came across Breaking Bad, watched a couple of old episodes, and actually watched the final episode, season 5. And I started to reflect on Breaking Bad, which is arguably the greatest show in the history of television. If you haven't seen it, it's a must-see. And if you have seen it, then you'll understand what I'm about to talk about. 2 flaws in Breaking Bad. Flaw number 1. If I'm Walt, the lead character, and I am the king of crystal meth in the whole southwest of the United States, and I know my DEA brother-in-law is close, I'm not going to allow him to go into my bathroom and look for medicine if he's not feeling well. I will go in and get the medicine for you. That's number 1. And secondly, the only thing that linked him to Gail was the Walt Whitman poetry book. And as good as Walt was at covering his tracks in every sense of the word, you are not going to leave that book, that poetry book, that Walt Whitman poetry book in your bathroom for someone to find. And that is my flaw with Breaking Bad. I know they had to connect Hank to Walter, and that led the domino fall. But as good as Walter was, it shouldn't have been that way. And I don't know about you, but anybody that comes over to my house will never walk into my bathroom and use my bathroom. They'll use one of my other 2 guest bathrooms. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my flaw with Breaking Bad. As great a show as it was, and the ending is absolutely perfect. And it will go down in history as arguably the greatest show in American television. My 2 flaws with it is Walt got careless leaving the Walt Whitman book around that connects him to Gail, after he knows that his brother-in-law Hank is right on him about that. And secondly, you'll never let anybody go into the master bedroom and use the bathroom, especially if they're not feeling well. You wait there, I'll go in and get you some medicine. Other than that, if you haven't seen Breaking Bad, it is a must-see. It is the greatest 5 seasons in American television history since The Sopranos. All right, complimentary winner. We're going to rock and roll with Northwestern plus the points tonight. 3 of 5 starters back. Chris Collins brought in a great recruiting class by Northwestern standards. 3 bona fide guys that can help him, and they are 2-0 on the year. They're feeling good about themselves. This could be the year that they make the NCAA tournament for the first time in their program's history. The pedigree of Duke with what he's brought in, this Northwestern team might make some noise. As for Butler, only 6 of their 11 scholarship players have seen action. As their coach said, it will be a rebuilding year. But based on Northwestern's history and Butler's history, this line is what it is. Look for Northwestern to take Butler down to the wire. Don't be surprised to see Northwestern win the game outright. But nevertheless, let's take the 7.5 points and put them in our back pocket. Free pick winner on Northwestern. That's it, everybody. 30 dimer in the Wacky Mac. I'm Brandon Lang. Win or lose, we'll see you back here on Thursday with another edition of My 2 Cents.